Welcome guys, Jurassic here. Today we're playing Lords Mobile. First off, we're going to be learning how to play as a brand new player. I highly recommend trying to clear out the fog of war as quickly as possible because you're going to unlock a whole bunch of essential buildings that's going to help speed up and grow your potential. This area over here on the left is going to be useful for later on stuff. Once you get to the tier 2 troops inside of your barracks, you'll be able to take that over. But for now, let's focus on what we actually want to be building. So to start off, food, it seems like no matter how many farms you actually have, you're always going to have a negative upkeep once your army gets big enough. So I recommend 1 farm and 5 of everything else. You want 5 mines, 5 lumber, and 5 stone productions. Next up, we're going to need manors. Manors are going to speed up how fast you're able to train troops. I recommend about 11 to 13 of those. You can just have those all around the mountainside once you get that unlocked. Next up is going to be barracks and infirmaries, which are going to be these 2 buildings right here. The barracks is where you train your troops, infirmaries is where you heal the troops. I recommend having about 3 of each, that way it's a little bit quicker to train and heal. They actually do stack on top of each other, so if you have 2 level 1s, you're going to act like you have a level 2 barracks, so that's why they're super useful. At the very top here, you can scroll up on the chat. That's how you get to the Herald all the way to the right. Or if you click on the bottom 3rd tab there. Now, underneath chat, you might be in an international guild where people speak a different language. If you click this little refresh symbol, it'll sit there and translate it into whatever your preferred language is. You can do that exact same thing inside of the guild emails, just like so. There's going to be a little refresh symbol here, and it's going to even tell you what language it came from. It's going to do its best to translate. Sometimes it won't be able to do it perfectly, but at least you'll get the gist of what your teammates are trying to tell you. So at Castle 17, you'll stop getting bravehearts to level up your heroes. So Castle 17 also unlocks tier 3 troops inside of the barracks, and that's going to be really useful since they last longer. So I do recommend new players try to get to Castle 17 as quickly as possible and then play a little bit of a catch up. You'll notice on your daily quest, all the way on the right side, you'll get this little heart icon. You'll no longer get that past Castle 17, in which case that's going to slow down your leveling up in your heroes, which is this little golden statue here. Once you unlock the elite area and you 3-star an enemy, you're able to click on one of these sweep attacks and it's automatically going to do it for you. And occasionally you'll get tokens to upgrade your heroes like that. So there's also going to be a forge where you can craft equipment. So you can go into all equipment, click on whatever armor type that you want, and you'll notice that it pretty much tells you can't craft anything. That's because the game defaults to the legendary grade. So you'll notice there's several different tiers here, and you actually have to start from the beginning and work your way up anyways. It won't let you just craft the legendary. You need the purple gear, blue, green, and so on to actually craft it. So it should start here. But depending on your playstyle, it's going to determine which armor set you actually want, so keep that in mind. Alright, so next up is going to be the passive abilities on our avatar. This is just going to be our photos here. You notice at the top, if you collect enough event pictures, you'll be able to get that. Same with your regular heroes. Whenever you upgrade their tiers, they actually grant you more points than normal. So right now we have everything in green, but if you eventually make it to the end of this game, you'll have all these extra boosts. Alright, so heroes have a castle and a horse icon on them. You'll have to just play around and pick which hero that you want as the best one. But you'll notice that the castles are passive abilities, so they're always going to be active, where the horses are only going to be active whenever they are in battle or on your wall defending itself. So it is more beneficial for you to have a hero that is mostly horses on the wall if it fits your playstyle, since those abilities are just basically getting wasted. Where if you'll notice on Rose Knight, she has this castle for timber supply management. It's always going to give us a boost in wood. However, we're only going to get the cavalry max HP boost if she is either active in the battle or on our wall. Demon Slayer, on the other hand, notice he has 3 horses. If you don't have him as one of your main guys, you're going to lose out on this infantry max HP, trap attack, and infantry attack whenever you unlock the 3rd stage. Same with Child of Light. She's another one that has 3 horses, so Depending on your playstyle, one of them may fit you a little bit better. Alright, so since this is a war game, we need to talk about how to survive the night. There's going to be this little thing over here called a shelter. You're able to send your troops in there basically immediately, and you're able to hold a decent amount. So if you click on this 12-hour, click on the shelter button, it's literally going to take a couple seconds for your army to get there, and then boom, you're done. Just like that, your troops have reached the shelter, and you don't even have to worry about it. So sheltered troops basically aren't going to be able to get hurt. The only thing that's going to get attacked is your wall, and you'll have to repair the wall, but at least you'll save your troops. So in a previous video, I showed you how to do promotion codes. I will have a link down here. But you'll notice there's these solo and hell events, and each one depends on different sources. So for example, this one is training and building for the solo event. I recommend waiting to use your speed ups during these events. That way you get some stuff back. And you'll notice the hell event has all three this time around. They change, so just pay attention to which one is active at the current time. But at least you'll get a little bit of speed up back while you're using them to catch everything up. Now, another thing that is pretty useful is the speed up ability here. If you click on auto use, it's going to determine which speed ups you have to get it done immediately. That way you can just click the free option and get fully finished with it. VIP points, once you get to VIP 7 and 8, you have auto complete admin quest and auto complete guild quest. That's going to be really good to get you free items to craft inside of the forge. So head over to this little quest tab here, and if you don't have any admin quests, you can click the refresh if you have a scroll. And once you have VIP 7, you're just able to click auto complete on admin. VIP 8 is for the guild quest. And it's literally that easy. Normally you would have to sit there and wait like 10 minutes for you to get everything. And there's going to be a box in the bottom right hand corner here. Make sure you collect that as soon as the time's up to get the maximum amount of loot. Bergway is going to be essential to unlock things for your battle hall and your prison, which are going to be these two buildings over here. The battle hall is basically going to determine your rally limit. That way you're able to get your guildmates to join, and prison, obviously you can imprison other people's heroes if they don't have it sheltered. If your hero is sheltered, it's 100% protected against that. Alright, so these next two are going to be for a little bit higher players, but the Coliseum, you literally get free gems every 3 hours. Depending on your rank, it's going to determine how many you get. For example, mine, I get 56 gems every 3 hours, which is quite a lot. And the cargo ship is another thing. Basically, you can trade resources and be able to get different things like that. And there's a lock, so if you do find something that you might want to keep, you can just click the lock on there, and then it won't actually change. It does cycle through some stuff. For example, I've had like 3 million food to get 5 million food. That worked out for us. Alright, so guild gifts, basically all you have to do is come over here to this tab and click on open. They're going to be relatively simple and easy to get. People can either pay for them or you get them every single time you kill a monster on the map, which you have to name yourself to go to the map. Guild coins, basically, there's going to be a little help option. You help them, you get the coins, then you can buy all this stuff for free. Especially for new players, I recommend scrolling down all the way to the very bottom and you'll see VIP points. Trying to get to that VIP 7 and 8 as quick as possible, I think is going to work out best for everybody. That way they're able to auto-complete those quests and catch up to everybody. So now that we did all that, let's head over to the map in the bottom left-hand corner, and then we'll be able to go to our adventures and show you guys what they look like. There's a griffin being attacked right next to us, but these are your adventure logs. Some of these are going to be super easy, like this hostage one. You just click it, click rescue. You're able to send 6 troops out at a time. Some of them you have to fight, some of them are just going to be passive. The one where it looked like it's going to be a fort, you have to lure the enemies to you. And the one with the pig mouth, For the level 31 on my example, that one you have to actually send all your troops there. So one of them you lure to you, one of them you have to send your troops out. But other than that, yeah, this guide helped you guys out. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Well, guys,